Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. And in this review, I'll be reviewing Superman Wonder Woman, issue number 13. New story arc, Peter J. Tomasi, Doug Mahnke, I hope I'm saying his last name right, Mahnke? If I am, I apologize. Really good story. I enjoyed this issue a bit. I like how when the book opens up, before we get into the main story, we go back in time to 5 years ago. Which, by the way, by now should be 6-7 years ago, because technically New 52 was in 2011, and if that was 5 years ago, 12, 13, 14, that should be about 8 years ago. But anyway, beside the point, it shows the first meeting of Superman and Wonder Woman over again, and what I like is this kind of redoes the original first issue of the New 52. Superman, well, not first issue, the second issue of Justice League. This fixes Superman a bit, because in the Justice League first issue, Superman was brash, he was very headstrong, very, his personality was extremely different from his from his previous incarnation, his pre-New 52 personality. He was very, what's the word I'm looking for? I tried to look for it in the last review too. Come bring it on kind of personality, and he didn't care what or whatever he did, he didn't care. In this book, it redoes it. It shows Superman and Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman's fighting the parademons. She's for glory, yada yada, killing, and she's like, help me fight them. And then Superman's like, help me build this barricade so we can protect the people. And she's like, no. And he's like, what do you mean no? She's like, it doesn't matter, these things can fly, help me kill them instead. And he's like, I don't agree, the people are what's most important. And she's like, where'd you get all this from? He's like, my father. And she's like, it figures. So while Wonder Woman's fighting, Superman is fighting to protect the people, and she's kind of like, you have such a beautiful world, but you're so fragile and whatever. And then when she goes to introduce herself to Superman, the first thing he said was, we don't just stand by and let people die. And I love the face she makes. And she's like, I wasn't just going to let that person die. So, that was their first meeting. So it kind of changes it a little bit. And I like that. I like how they really fixed Superman's personality from the past. Moving on now to the present, it's date night for Clark and Diana. And they're going to a show on Broadway or whatever. I like this scene where they're kind of suited up and they're flying without their costumes are in, their dress attire. And somewhere else we get the reintroduction of Atomic Skull and Major Disaster. And I like how Atomic Skull wasn't changed too much, same with Major Disaster, and they are on a mission for, well, read the book and find out. So, there's a tremor in New York, and we all know there are no earthquakes possible in New York, so date night's over already. And you got Superman and Wonder Woman going up against Atomic Skull and Major Disaster. And they don't fare too well. I really like the artwork. I really want to show the artwork off in this book. This is a really nice artwork. When I was introduced to Doug Mahnke years ago, I remember it was a Superman comic book. And it was Manchester Black. It was the Manchester Black introduction and story arc. And I remember his detail for teeth is really nice, but at the same time, for some reason, it kind of always offset me a little bit. But I love how his artwork has really evolved over time. I mean, when he first started on Superman, he made him look a bit older, I would like to say, than what he really was. There were a lot more lines involved. And I like how his artwork has evolved in the years that he's drawn other characters, as well as Superman, where it's not so sketchy anymore. It's more soft, and it's more like the character. I like how his artwork evolved. Anyway, in the end of the book, we get introduced to somebody else who actually comes to the aid of Superman and Wonder Woman, but if you'd like to know who that is, check out the book, or we'll discuss it in the next issue of Superman Wonder Woman. 4 out of 5 stars also. Really enjoyed this book. Definitely recommend it. The artwork's great. Story is great. Peter J. Tomasi definitely is doing a great job with this book. And I'm really loving Doug Mahnke on the book. Hopefully he'll be a mainstay on this book. We'll see after this story arc what happens. But it's great to see Doug Mahnke on the book. I mean, we lost Tony S. Daniel to Deathstroke. Deathstroke. So it's good to see that at least the artwork is still staying strong in this book. Definitely recommend it. As always, let us know in the comments below what you thought about this book. Like, dislike, your own thoughts on it. Feel free, and we will answer your guys' comments in the comments below. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out comic-related, Comic Frontline Zone 4 podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. Together, we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And until next time, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next review.